A single spoonful of honey is the life's work of dozens of bees, gathered drop by drop from well over 1 million flowers. So how does a tiny bee actually turn a flower into honey? It is one of the most astonishing team efforts in all of nature. It begins with the forager bees. These workers fly out from the hive and visit flower after flower, sipping up the sweet, sugary liquid called nectar using a long straw-like tongue. They tuck it away inside a special second stomach, the honey stomach. On just one trip, a forager may visit 100 flowers and fly for miles, and the magic has already started. Inside her honey stomach, special chemicals called enzymes are quietly beginning to break the nectar's sugars down into something new. Back home, she does not store it herself. She passes the nectar, mouth to mouth, to the house bees waiting inside. They chew it and pass it along, bee to bee to bee, each one adding more enzymes that transform the complex sugars into simpler, sweeter ones. Next, the bees tuck this processed nectar into the cells of the honeycomb, those perfect little six-sided rooms made of wax. But it is not honey yet. At this stage, it is still far too thin and watery to keep without spoiling. So the bees become tiny fans. They cluster over the open cells and beat their wings furiously, creating a steady breeze that dries out the nectar. Fresh nectar is about 80% water, but honey is only around 18%. The bees literally fan it into honey. Once the honey is thick and ready, the bees seal each cell shut with a fresh cap of wax, locking it tight. Safe from air and moisture, honey barely spoils at all. Sealed honey has even been found, still perfectly edible, in tombs thousands of years old. But why go to all this trouble? Honey is the hive's pantry. It is the food the colony lives on through the cold winter, when no flowers bloom at all. A healthy hive often makes far more than it needs, and that surplus is exactly what beekeepers gently harvest. And here is the part that matters to all of us. As bees travel from flower to flower gathering nectar, they carry dusty pollen along with them, fertilizing the plants. This is how a huge share of our fruits and vegetables grow. Honey is the gift, but pollination is a service to the entire planet. So honey is not just sweet. It is sunlight and flowers gathered, shared, and fanned into gold by thousands of tireless little wings. And if there is a wonder of nature you have always been curious about, tell me in the comments. Your question could be the next video. If this made you a little more curious about the world, subscribe to the Heuristicos, and I'll see you in the next one.